Baba Mohbad's briefing. And so the result was judges was practically repeating what was done by the NMS. So that damaged the case totally. And the only thing that could help Mohbad as of now is a phone forensic. Any other thing, any credible evidence that could help Mohbad, in this case, any credible evidence that could be used and relevant to this case will be the phone forensic of all the individuals connected with Mohbad 24 hours before. And then the police present this document. If Baba Mohbad's lawyer is not pursuing this, he's just going on, like I said, he's going on the legal voyage, destination to nowhere. All those things he's doing. He knows there are some names on the petition that even if the Lagos State government wants to take a critical look at it and take his petition very serious, it's questionable. Like the nurse is already on a trial. What they should have done is to bring the people in the house, just the people in the house. Then they will bring other people in. That is just what he should have done. But in the face of everything, the government will never grant him a fiat, not even on a process that they have not started. Okay, the government have no criminal proceedings against anybody as of yet. Until that case gets to the higher court, that is when a criminal proceedings can be. But the government themselves have not even started a criminal persecutions of individuals or anybody. So you are asking them to do so and also give them an ultimatum of 14 days. If they don't, then they should grant you a fiat. So how does it work that way? It's just what I see they do there is just to balance the swing and all those counter swing. But in fact, the most important thing I noticed there was the response of Wumi's lawyer. Wumi's lawyer response gave out some certain information that is very critical to this case. And one of such information was that Darusha was in the house, which nullified Darusha's alibi that he never was in the house. And I don't know why it is strategic. It's strategic for Wunmi. I don't know why bringing Darusha into it when they have all claimed that Darusha was never in the house. And then the lawyer also agreed that Mohbad passed on in the house. The lawyer stated categorically that Mohbad actually passed on in his house. And the brother, if you read it properly, it is affirmative and it is final. And so the client must have briefed him about the event. And so he's relating he's representing the client in public. And so that statement shows a very concrete direction in which we should go right now. Darusha is very key to what happens to Mohbad. Because why was all of them trying to claim a weak alibi? Even Wunmi, she was always cooking rice. She was always doing one thing or the other. Not always around when the things was happening to Mohbad. And so also for Darusha. So Darusha alibi has now fallen to the ground, and I don't understand why we are not getting response from. You see, the annoying part of this case is that Baba Mohbad's lawyer is not on top of the case. It's just cherry picking things to do, and then when there's pressure here and there, then it's just. So we are not in a very honest justice, in pursuance of justice. We are not in honesty. We are not. Because
thank you.
Yeah. Because you can see the response of Wumi's lawyer. They go on the defensive, straight off.
Straight up. They're straight, like he just goes boom. He hits it on the head.
He hits it on the head straight off. So you know, and we are just there, neither here, neither there, not pushing anything, no strategy, no legal strategy at all. No legal strategy. And being a son, it is deliberate. It is obvious what he's doing is deliberate.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Totally.
Very deliberate. So we are not... Okay.
Can I come, please? Can I come?
Inside that backward, God bless you. You didn't even mean any word. You state everything the way it is. Purely. I'm not gonna lie. God bless you. Inside the back. Okay, Susie, before King of the South. Go ahead, Mama.
Okay, good morning, everybody. You see, the more I hear things like this, it's just like the more I don't want to give up the fight. Now, we are not, anyway, we are still waiting on the people that we send the CTC to. If by end of this week, we didn't get any lawyer, can we, I'm ready to put my name as a global citizen from US, observing this case from day one. If anybody is ready, within London, US, UK, we can come together as a global citizen. You see, somebody needs to point out all these loopholes out to the government. We point it out, put it in petition, and have it on record. Have it on record that, hey, if government said they are not aware of all these loopholes in this case, some group of concerned citizens, home and abroad, came together, put out a petition to point out all the loopholes and file it, put the petition and send it to the right office. I think that's what we need to do now. I'm ready to do it because it's looking like we are just talking, no action. And the more we analyze this case, the more opportunity we, the public, have to point out all this fault that the government is not seeing, and we, the concerned citizen, are saying it. We need to point it out then. Put a pen, we write it, file it, publish it on newspaper. You understand? So that people will know what government is doing to this case. Now, I'm going to talk about Sanshitu. Sanshitu is purposely, try to kill the case from every angle that Baba Mohbad will have opportunity to fight in future. So what is he trying to do? He's trying to kill every opportunity that Baba Mohbad will come in to fight in future if he was being removed from, being there for Baba Mohbad. So that is what the man is doing. The man knows exactly what he's doing. Exactly what he's doing. He knows. Now, probably the government will tell him 5 years so that we can give you the case. He will go to quash the case more. He will destroy the case. The handwriting is there on the wall for all of us to see. So what do? We, the concerned citizen, we need to start going after. You understand? Going after Sanshitu. That's what I think. Now, what did I have to say? We need to come together as one because I'm getting tired seeing loopholes in this case. We are not trying to point it out to the government. We are just talking, but we are not putting anything in writing. So we need to start putting something in writing. We need to start putting something in writing to justify what we are saying. Please. That's all I can say for now. And I'm counting on you.
God bless you.
I'm counting on you, and I'm counting on anybody that lives in overseas. We need to come together. Nobody is ready to bring foundation anymore, but we had to do this. Please, I'm begging. I'm begging. We won't let Sanshito destroy this with Baba Mohbad. You see, when it comes to Baba Mohbad toxicology, you people are saying, it's copy and paste. They copy the government result and paste it and put it out there. It's something they have agreed behind the scene. I'm just going to reserve a lot of talk this morning. I'm just sick. No, just sick of this.
Because it is true. That law, if they did not agree with that man behind closed doors, they would have taken a legal action against that man by now. They would have taken. Don't forget, they said the testing was done free of charge. The toxicology bit was done free of charge. So why were you charging 16 million for the autopsy? I beg, leave me this family. Leave me. They're just a bunch of wankers. Excuse my French.
Yeah. Hello, everybody. I hope everybody is doing fine. My thing here is that with everything that is going on, right, is everything. I hate it. I really hate it. And it pains me so much when people say that, oh, because Baba doesn't want justice, so the police will not want to do anything. It makes no sense. In any country that is working, right, as they are seeing all these things online, like with the recent, this thing that women's lawyer has put out, that, oh, mobile pie in the house and all these things. These are things that the government is supposed to, by right, Baba is not even supposed to, the public is not even supposed to contribute any money to Baba for lawyer and all that thing, We're not supposed to do that. It's supposed to be the state against the 15 people in the house, Naramali, Sam Larry, and all those people, right? But, and now that the government has vindicate Mali and Sam Larry, it just makes sense that these people were in the house. Yes, when it comes to bullying, they has to take accountability of what they do. Even the girl, the girl that was managing Mohbad, that girl, Mohbad's manager was even part of those that bullied Mohbad. I don't know why people are not talking about it, but if you listen to Mohbad's voice note to Naira Marley's manager, the female manager, he said that Sheyi pick up stick. Sheyi and Tune was the one that picked up stick and with their guns and started beating on them. Sheyi, and Mohbad still went and picked up that same Sheyi girl to become his manager. I don't really understand. You understand? So at the end of the day, when it comes to the bullying, it's not just Naira Marley and Sam Larry. Sheyi is also Mohbad's president manager is also involved in that bullying. Because it's not from me, it is from Mohbad's own mouth that says this. So for me, if the police is working right, by now, if all these things Baba is doing aiding and abetting, trying to cover up this crime alongside with Mama Mohbad and all these people, by right, the police is supposed to catch all of them, not only this thing, Baba or Mama or Adura, Wumi, and the 15 people in that house. They're supposed to catch all of them and put them on a serious interrogation. Let me tell you something. I feel that the way forward, right? We're just talking every day, and it pains everybody. It pains everybody because the real justice that everybody is seeking for is not what these people have been seeking for. You understand? They are seeking the money justice, and we are seeking the real justice. So if everybody can just come together, and I know that Mr. Yomi Fabi is doing all that he can, but he needs support. I think the way forward is for us to seek we should write to VDM. Write to VDM. Also attach VDM. This organization alongside with Mr. Yomi organization, right? But VDM, we should go. Everybody, we should write. We should try and get in contact with VDM. If Miss Fadash, Mohbad's auntie is a family member now. She wants real justice. According to her, she's not interested in all those money, blood money and stuff. If she want real justice, the public can use her to go to VDM. Go to VDM. I think we all need. I don't think that this case even supposed to be about what the family want. Mohbad is a Nigerian, for crying out loud. He's a Nigerian. He's a superstar. He's not just an ordinary Nigerian. Why that this government is refusing to give this young guy the true justice? Because it doesn't matter if Baba wants justice. It doesn't matter if Mama Mohbad doesn't want justice. It doesn't matter if Wumi doesn't want justice. It doesn't matter if nobody wants justice. It's the police duty. That's what they put them in office. They were bound to serve and protect life of this case and prosecute whosoever that is in this. And let me tell you something. That nurse, if she has a very good lawyer, she's gonna go scot-free. Because the toxicology shows that it didn't show the medicine that she injected Mohbad it didn't even show. Or did it show? Can somebody please answer that question? Did what the nurse injected
acetaminophen? That's like a painkiller.
Okay.
That's the thing they said that was there. The other one was the caffeine, which will come from the drinks, is hard. That's all.
That was all. Okay, so the nurse will go free. She will go free. She will go scot-free if they look at that video that I discovered with that tape at the back of Mohbad's head. What is that tape doing at the back of Mohbad's head? Mohbad bones can still be collected and sent to America, and they can still do a toxicology on that skeleton, and they will still find something. They will still find what happened to Mohbad. It doesn't have to even do with his fluid or all those things. They can still search his bones and see if there was something broken in his bone from his skull to his feet. They will still find something. Of late, this is a new case where a young guy from a college was hanged in the United States by rope. He was hanged, and the police went and ruled the case as a suicide. Do you know who took upon that case? It was Kyle Kaepernick. I know you people know Kyle Kaepernick, that American NFL player.
He was right.
Yes. Right. He just took upon the case right now. He did the toxicology. They found a fragile breakage on this guy's skull. Now this case has reopened. That they know that the people were trying to hide something. You understand? So I feel like if we can, as a public, if we can we have cried out to God. God is already has done his best. He will not come down from heaven to come and do anything again. I think what we need to do now is also go to VDM. Everybody, we can all write to VDM. Maybe 100% write to VDM. He can take that. I'm telling you, if VDM just cause one protest, just one protest. Mr. Yomi have been doing his protest, but you see, he doesn't have the crowd. But with VDM trying to do a protest and Mr. Yomi and VDM join together to do a protest, I'm telling you, this case will take a different dimension. Trust me. I'm telling you. I see it way ahead. I'm telling you guys. If VDM just do a protest
to join Yomi,
you see what
he's not going to join Mr. Yomi now. Mr. Yomi can. It's not about ego. It's not about somebody having an ego. It's about.
I'm not even talking about ego. We are talking about money here. There's no how Yomi will want to do anything. That Yomi will not ask for money, but VDM will never ask for money.
No, I don't think it's everything that Mr. Yomi will ask for money, you know?
King of the
Let's
South.
not just put it like that.
King of the South. Do you know that VDM has already drawn conclusion on this case and is not going forward? Are you aware?
No, that's not true. I've been following VDM from recently, recently where he has brought up Belashimil that.
Okay. Let me give you a very good example that you will. It is not stated openly, but it is there. Do you know VDM's interview with Folashade was inconclusive? Do you know? Do you know, as brilliant, what do you notice about the Folashade record?
I think what I noticed about the Folashade interview, she didn't want it to go deep down into what she really knows. And VDM told her that any other thing she do was discuss it at the back of the camera.
Okay. Let me tell you what the most important information VDM could have extracted from Folashade's interview was the day he saw blood at home and when Baba Mohbad washed blood. Do you know VDM never asked her that question?
Yeah, but
do you think she never said the day he saw her or the day he visited Mohbad?
He never asked for the date.
Why do you think VDM not intelligent enough to ask to know that question is very important?
Listen, VDM is intelligent, but my thing here is that something that you don't know is bigger than you, right? I feel that VDM does not really know deep depth in the deep depth of this case. For example, let me give you an example. This guy where people are calling Imalizer. What do you call him? Imalizer or what is this name? This analyst. Okay. He did not know the deep depth in the case, right? Until one day that I went on his platform. I was the one that showed him Dre DMW in the house. I was the one that even showed I showed him Mohbad Boxer and all those things, and he was like, whoa. So he even contacted me and I sent him all that information. And he did a post, right? After he did that post, you could see that a lot of people's eyes started opening. So I think that if we can get to VDM and show him what he really needs to know about this case. VDM doesn't really know the in-depth of this case.
No. I don't. You know, it was Mohbad case that blew up VDM's activity.
VDM still doesn't make him to know the deep depth.
He knows a lot. VDM knows a lot.
No.
Let us not deviate. Wait, don't let us deviate from the most important question. Now, you have someone in front of you who told you that they washed blood, they washed duvet, clothes. He saw the mother of the deceased washing clothes with blood stains in the house. Okay? VDM is thoroughly aware that Baba Mohbad said there was blood because he interviewed him, that he saw blood in the house. And then VDM, as intelligent as he is, he should also know that the time Baba Mohbad arrived the house. Now, what was the time for Lashade and Iya Mohbad? What was the time they arrived the house? And what was the time Baba Mohbad took Mohbad's corpse away from the house? Was it after he took the corpse away that Iya Mohbad and Folashade waited to wash the duvet, the clothes? Or was it before the arrival of Baba Mohbad? Now, it is logically for anybody when you have someone in front of you that you're interviewing, it is logically to reason along the line of reasoning and then ask relevant questions, which he has been doing before. But when it gets to Folashade's interview, he deliberately never asked that question because it's more
Okay, Insider, let me tell you something, right? Let me just tell you something.
Say something so you take it on. Hold on. For me, I don't see it as a deliberate attempt maliciously.
Exactly.
Now, I don't see it that way because at the end of the day, he has nothing to lose. He has nothing to gain, right? He's not involved in the case. He would have done that. Maybe I also feel like there are some things of the internet that they caught doing. They didn't bring everything to the public because
they're caught, right? Wait. You said
yes,
caught,
they
right?
Yes, they didn't show everything on the public. They held some things
It was
back.
edited.
Yes,
It was
edited. Thank you.
There was no flow in that interview.
So if he kept it back, maybe best known for his own reason, if he wants to maybe try to push a case in the future, who knows? Or maybe trying to protect the Folashade herself, who knows? But at the end of the day, for me, the benefit of that interview is the awareness that the Nigerian police should pick up on.
Thank you.
That's it. They should pick up on and do the needful.
Thank you.
Because VDM is just a normal individual like me and you. The difference is he has a larger platform and people can listen to him. And to be honest, I will always thank him for the awareness he created where people who were not interested in the case apart from us on TikTok, they got to know what was going on. And that's it. That's how I see it. I don't know if his lawyer could pick up there and help with the case. It would have been nice if the father of the deceased really, truly was seeking help. And then we would say exploit that option. But this one of the public, I don't know. But if it works, okay. That's what I see.
Yeah, you just said my point. I felt there was
that's what I
editing because it's more intelligent than not allowing that interview to go in that direction. But I felt he controlled the information he wanted to give to the public in that way, and it was too obvious. It's more intelligent to know that kind of a question should be asked. When was this? And it appeared it was cut off the list. So that way, I believe he doesn't want to jeopardize the direction he was going, which is to exonerate Naira Marley and the rest. So, and with that, I think he's done. He's not going. If for that reason alone he's able to cut or not ask that relevant question, he's trying to not take the question into that direction. He just wanted to limit it to whatever it has to do with Naira Marley. So I believe he's not going further than that.
Insider, I believe that VDM has not given up on this case. Right? You see, when we all thought that VDM was done with this case, it was a shock with WhatsApp and Naira Marley's issue, right? Now you see Bella Snuda has also like attacked VDM. And VDM said he did. Then people are saying that Bella Snuda is attacking him. When he shouldn't start and people will start talking. Why did Wumi not put VDM's name in the letter? I mean, in her petition. Because she knows she's doing it on people that she feels she can play on. And even Mr. Yomi have told her that he can play on.
She will not even dare to VDM. She will not try.
Yeah. She can play on his intelligence. Mr. Yomi told him he will continue to call her name. Because it's obvious that they have to call your name because why? You were in the house. You were in the house. If you were out of the house when the stuff happened and people were calling your name, and that is a different stuff. Yeah, is it that you went and said on national television that your husband died 20 minutes at the hospital? Your own lawyer has rating that your husband died in the house again. It's all these things that the police are the police telling me that they are not seeing these things. It is not up to Baba Mohbad to decide if Mohbad should get justice or not. It is not up to Mama Mohbad to decide if Mohbad should get justice. Everybody should please, for God's sake, like that. Then you are giving a bad name to Nigeria. Because if people hear this thing, it will be like a simple nonsense. So it means that I can go and buy my mother, I can go and buy my mother or buy my father, and then my mother will come and say, okay, since you buy your father, let's go to the police station. Police, I don't want you to investigate this case. It's okay. my husband has died, and by what God gave it, God take it. It makes no sense. It means that I will pay my mother too.
King of the South, there are so many interests vested in this case. So that is why we won't have that, and Nigerian police, to be honest with you, you don't have it as good as the South, or the Western world, where, you get that police who definitely, they know what they are called for, a proper homicide unit that wants to unravel the cause of that. It's not the case. It's not the same case in Nigeria.
It is wrong.
On this case, there's a lot of vested interest. There's a lot of vested interest in the case because it's very simple. Just as we were saying earlier, if VDM came out and is blowing light and saying, okay, you can, even when the other people who came to speak to him, you could see key pointers they were bringing out. This one said, I saw blood. The other one said, okay, this was what happened in the car. And the police cannot say, you know what, let's go back and look at our investigation. And let's see, what did we come up with? Because basically that investigation was hearsay. Or what the people in the house told them. Till today, they cannot come out and say, we cordoned that crime scene, we applied luminol to see if truly there's the blood. They even said profuse bleeding. Okay, let's go and apply luminol on the property to be sure. The syringes that you picked out, you haven't said, okay, we've sent it for forensic tests, we have determined what drugs were contained in those syringes. The vials you saw there, what was inside? You haven't said that. So it was just a rushed, dapped, investigation they did. So just as Insider said, I don't know if you had joined that time, he was saying that the police has to do a proper investigation. That is the only way you can get somewhere in this case. Or it's a case of somebody or the other people, if you want to make them take the case serious, you have to get a PI. And then if they're able to get other strong evidences, then the case can go on. That's what he was saying. But
for example, right? For example, look at that text message that came to Mr. Yomi Fabi. That was the change of game. That was the change game right there. The police were supposed to just intervene right in that spot and say, hey, this person, Adura, come and prove that you were what you are saying. Prove it, or you are going to jail for. Because you cannot tell me that somebody will write that thing from their phone. It's not from a different phone, but from their own phone. And you tell me that thing is conspiracy. That because somebody was in need of money, that's why they wrote that stuff. They could have even written that those boys that were announcing Mubad buying, they were the one that buy Mubad. They could have said it was anybody. Why is it that Damola or Adura will now say it is Wumi?
King of the South, you know what is more laughable for me is the fact that the police said it's profuse bleeding. You know how some people are saying, no. He did. It's not that word. They didn't mean to use the word. And I'm thinking, is it that you're daft or you didn't go to school? You don't know what the word profuse bleeding means.
So when it was, the thing here is that when it was a link with Prime Boy, they all understood that it was profuse bleeding.
Thank you. But as soon as it was not linked, they can't hold that.
Yeah, when the game changed to Wumi being in the car and they neglected Mobile with that bleeding, it now changed to and you can't associate profuse bleeding. Like they know the meaning, but they just they just want to cover up what they just want to cover up what has happened. And this is wrong. It is leading the society astray. You understand? This is really, really wrong. This is wrong. But now the police is supposed to be the people that will take upon this case. They don't need Baba to give his approval and say, oh yeah, I this thing. If that nurse has a very great lawyer, that nurse will be let go. Because even in what do you call it?
King of the South, please hold on. Supervibez, are you there?
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm here.
Please, I'm going to ask you because I don't want to take a drastic action of stopping of me no more coming to your platform. I know you have a very liberal platform, right? But you see this Bintu girl, please give her a warning to never tag me on anything or just avoid when I speak. Right? This is not the first time. It's not the second time.
Please. Okay, guys, please.
Okay?
Let's be simple, all right?
And been to, sorry, supervibez, hold on. Don't you dare mention my children. Supervibez, this will be the last time. If this happens again, I would have to actually stop. Because I find it really disrespectful. I'm not talking to her. I was making my submission. She started by saying, oh, why am I always cursing? I said, of course I can. And now she's saying my children are there. Are you mad? Do you live with me in my house to tell me how I want to speak or what I want to speak? This is not the first time. Supervibez, I don't want to stop coming to your platform. I enjoy your platform. So please, I'm telling you.
Easy, don't do.
Okay, Anne, take it easy, Han. Take it easy.
Don't you dare to ever tag me or mention my children because you won't like it.
Anne, please calm down. Calm down, please. Calm down.
No, because supervibez is not the first time. I've noticed it. You know that I left your platform just like that. I didn't say anything, I just left.
Yeah,
let it stop.
Understand. Please,
you can talk to any other person.
Don't let
avoid
us,
me.
talk
don't you
about
dare
kids.
bring my kids. I don't play
do all
like
those
that.
things. Yeah. It's okay, Anne. It's okay, please.
Because if I start cursing Wumi's child, you won't like it.
No.
Don't go that way.
We don't do kids.
Right, okay.
We don't do kids, please. We don't curse here. We don't do all those things. Please, Anne. It's okay, Anne. And everyone, please. We don't do all of those things. We just analyze here. And that is what we do. All right?
Being too calm.
Our head and
You don't
straight
cause
here.
fear.
If I don't say something, she just comes for me. It's like a horn that comes for the jugular. I'm talking, she just feels, she needs to get personal.
That's okay.
Are you crazy? What's my business?
That's okay. Mama, that's okay.
The comments are there. Supervibez, you can scroll down and see it yourself.
Okay, I will check it out. Everybody, please, no cursing, please. No cursing, anybody, please.
Don't try me because I will not keep quiet. I'll blast you. I'll give you full blast.
Anybody that calls, moderator, anybody that calls, mute them. Please, mute. Don't block anybody.
You will go back. If somebody's writing and say, yes, if she comes to my children, I will curse Mr. and he will go back to her. It's as simple as that.
No, please, no cursing.
Control your
Nobody
platform.
should curse, please.
Thank you.
Nobody should curse anybody, please.
Because I don't know. I don't know why they feel like they have to come up here. You want to have an opinion. You won't turn up a Rhino's platform. You won't try it.
It's okay.
Supervibez is a nice guy. I respect him, but don't mess his platform up.
It's okay. Please, no cursing.
Please check the comment section. Please check it, please.
Yes. So as I was saying, right? Darosha in his CTC, Darosha said they call him early morning, 11:30 to 12. That Mohbad was spy, and Mohbad has spy. Is in his CTC. So are you telling me that there is no investigator? There is no investigator that is looking at this pinpoint points and collecting what people are saying, what people are not saying? Is it I'm just tired. I'm just tired when we all say that, no, because Baba doesn't want justice, so that no justice will come. No, it is the police duty. It is the police duty now to, even if Baba is aiding and abetting, like Mama Mohbad, they should be arrested. That the both of them should be arrested. And I say this because why? If he's trying to not look for justice and he's trying to hide Adura and he's trying to hide Adura from saying the truth, they should be arrested. All of them, including the 15 people. Because why? This guy, it is not about Baba, it's not about Mama Mohbad, it's not about Wumi or whatsoever. It's about this poor guy that is lying down in the morgue. Because when they did the autopsy, as you said it was just a painkiller and caffeine that was funding his body. So where is the rest of the injection that were applied to Mohbad's body? What happened to those injections? So that nurse can go free. That's why now they want to pinpoint it on this thing. on Prime Boy again, as people I was listening, they say Baba is still putting Prime Boy's name there. Why are you putting Prime Boy's name there? What did Prime Boy do?
Liberia English.
According to the driver said that Prime Boy did not even fight Mohbad. Mohbad was the one punching Prime Boy, and Prime Boy was dogging his head. Why are you putting Prime Boy's name in the petition again? In another petition? Why? Why? Because even if he's still calling in for Naira Marley and Sam Larry, then he should put this girl's name in. Sheyi name should enter that petition. Because according to Mohbad's voice note, Mohbad said that Sheyi was the one that even pick up stick and was hating, and now Naira Marley was just sitting there. He never said anything. So if this bullying is so, it's supposed to be Sheyi, Naira Marley, and Sam Larry, right? So they and Tunde, right? So if these people are the ones that are supposed to stand for bullying, let them stand for the bullying. But Prime Boy never bullied Mohbad. According to evidence and facts, that Prime Boy was blocking Mohbad from punching him. He never threw a punch at Mohbad from account given. And this is the same Prime Boy guy that called you. Prime Boy said he called Baba to tell him about what happened to Mohbad. This is the same Prime Boy that was with when Mohbad was little. He and Mohbad was together.
Were you there?
He and Mohbad was together from childhood. And if you check in that video during Mohbad's performance, you can see that Prime Boy is even acting like a bodyguard, protecting Mohbad. One guy wanted to jump on the stage. Prime Boy was pushing him. You see? So at the end of the day, I don't get it.
Let me interject you for 1 second, for 1 minute. See? I like it. I like what is happening. Ask me why. You know, when they acquit Prime Boy went silent. This is a boy that you say is your childhood friend. Even though they acquit you and tell you to go free, and you went quiet. You know, you remember when they still have a case on Prime Boy? Prime Boy was coming out every day to attack Wumi, to attack the Nigerian police, you know, because one officer Yusuf now accused him of him having the murder weapon, that she should confess. The moment they removed Prime Boy from the case, Prime Boy went quiet. You understand? And that didn't go well with me. So, for them to bring Prime Boy in, I like it. Why did I like it? Now, that thing that Prime Boy know, he might not be present in the house, that thing that he knows, now he's going to be forced. You know how Prime Boy is? He's going to be coming out every day now. He went cold. He went cold like every other person, like Bella Shmuda and the rest. He went cold. Immediately they removed him from the case. Yeah,
I wouldn't blame Prime Boy for going cold, because to me, I just escaped. My name I just got freed. I got some freedom. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm a bit clear. Now, don't forget he had lawyers who wrote to the police, who petitioned the police and all of that. I don't know what happened with it. So for me, I wouldn't get that, but I get what you're saying in the good bit.
Yeah, and they quash everything. I get that. And you know the reason why the police removed Prime Boy. You know why they removed Prime Boy? Because if Prime Boy is still in this case, you understand, Prime Boy is going to force their hand to do the right thing. Remember,
that's true.
Prime Boy sued the police officer that accused him of having the murder weapon. So the only way they can get those things out is to clear Prime Boy so that Prime Boy can go free. Then he was probably they say, okay, we are going to remove you from this. This is the condition. Go away. Don't speak about this case anymore.
But Susie, can you now see you see how botched the case was, yeah? Look at it this way. They came out and said that, it was Prime Boy that fought with him, and punched the glass, yada, 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 right? Now, the question is, they could not even show clear pictures, of people. You want to tell me that they were fighting in that crowd there and nobody would see where that boy would have punched him. So as soon as they even went ahead to add more lies and said he had a murder weapon, when he came for them, they backed down. Because the whole investigation was based, it was just built on lies.
And if I'm in Prime Boy's shoe, the love he say he had for Mohbad, if I were in his shoes, I would, damn it, let the world know what happened to Mohbad. No, let's go with the case. But Prime Boy just quietly, back out of this case. So if they bring him back, I think it's God that is working. Let's see how that is going to go down. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but his lawyers, I think he has. His lawyers will say that he's step on. I'm sure.
Okay, 1 second, please. Princess Anne Susie Insider, King of the South, please. Let me read this out, so that we can, be the judge for ourselves. 3rd October, 2023, the Attorney General of Lagos State, the Honorable Commissioner for Justice, Lagos State Ministry of Justice, alongside Ikeja, Lagos. Dear Sama, demand for prosecution of indicted persons pursuant to the verdict of the coroner inquest into the death of Ileri Oluwa Oladimeji Aloba, aka Mohbad. We are counsel to Mr. Joseph Oluwababiwo Aloba, hereafter referred to as the client, the father of the late Mr. Ileri Oluwa Oladimeji Aloba, aka Mohbad. Hereafter referred to as the deceased, on behalf of our client and furtherance of his interest in the pursuit of justice, we most respectfully write to demand that your honorable office institute criminal proceeding against the persons indicted in the verdict of the coroner inquest delivered on the 11th of July 2025 by His Honor Magistrate Aufikat Adeayo Shotobi, a copy of verdict enclosed to the case of reference within 14 days of the receipt of this letter. Sorry, I'm just trying to stroll. That is why I'm taking my time like that. Specifically, we refer to persons indicted by the coroner verdict here under Ms. Ogedengbe Fisayo, indicted for unlawful medical practice and gross medical negligence. Mrs. Omowumi Aloba, indicted for negligence in the circumstance surrounding the medical treatment sought for the deceased, and others in the apartment of the deceased in the time of death, who either facilitated invitation of the auxiliary nurses and refused to take them promptly to recognize medical facility for treatment. These include Ibrahim Owoduni, aka Prime Boy, Odon, and others in the apartment of the deceased at the time of death, who either facilitated the invitation of the auxiliary nurse or refused to take him promptly to recognize medical facility for treatment. These include Ibrahim Owoduni, aka Prime Boy. Okay? All right, our client, as a bereaved father, desirous of ensuring that justice is done and seen to be done, is deeply concerned that notwithstanding the clear indictment contained in the coroner verdict, no prosecutorial step be taken against the aforementioned persons since the delivery of the verdict on 11th of July 2025. And for emphasis, we respectfully draw your attention to salient excerpt of the said verdict at page 66, His Honor observed Ms. Ogedengbe Feyishara, who was summoned by a witness summons. According to her account, she observed swelling on Mohbad's arms, without conducting any formal diagnosis assessment. She proceeded to administer 3 injections in succession: tetanus injection intramuscularly into upper left arm, paracetamol for pain relief, cafenosum, a broad spectrum antibiotic. She's not a certified registered nurse, not a licensed doctor or a pharmacist. She administers injection without conducting a medical diagnosis. Sorry, let me broaden this one as well. Okay, consequently, at page 72 of the verdict, His Honor expressly recommended that Feyi Shara be prosecuted for unlawful medical practice and gross negligence. Further, at page 69, His Honor made findings concerning Mrs. Omowumi Aloba as follows. First, the deceased was treated at home by an unspecified, uncertified auxiliary nurse whose competence and training were later brought into question. As a close person to the deceased and given a stature as a public figure, the decision to seek home treatment, especially by someone whose credentials were unclear, appeared negligent, even if driven by fear or preference from the deceased. Secondly, Omowumi was a direct eyewitness to the medical emergency but did not insist on calling emergency service or ensuring proper ambulance case. In our respective view, the above judicial observation amount to clear indictment warranting the prosecution of the said individual in order to give full effect to the coroner findings and recommendation, and to ensure that justice is manifestly and adequately served. In this matter, in the alternative, should your honorable office, for any reason, not to be minded to prosecute the above persons within the demanded period, we respectfully request that a fiat be graciously granted to us within such period of time, in accordance with the provision of the Administration of Criminal Justice Law of Lagos State, to prosecute the matter on behalf of the state. We request that you exercise your prosecutorial power on the above subject matter within 14 days. Next, in view of the high sensitivity of this matter and the public attention and outrage it has generated, we trust in the high sense of justice and responsibility that they consistently guided your honorable office, and remain confident that this request will receive due and urgent consideration. Please treat as urgent. Please accept, Honorable Attorney General, the assurance of our highest regards. Yours faithful, Dr. Wahab San Shitu. So, that is it, my people.
Working days, the Lamando Nigeria. Ó ti pẹ́ jù 14 days yẹn ti pẹ́ jù.
Thank you very much, host. Do you have a copy of the verdict of the coroner inquest?
Oh, let me search for that. Let me see.
Now, there's something I want to point out why I do not want to argue all the grammar that they've written. Number one, that verdict was explicit on his recommendation, and because in law, you must be specific and be explicit. Was explicit in his recommendation, and it named the person they recommended for criminal persecution, and that was the nurse. Now, according to what they are saying, they said some people were indicted, but they did not recommend those areas for persecution, number one. Number two, let me assume all these people they are naming are recommended for persecution. Baba Mohbad should be part of them. Because if you see the conclusion and the recommendation of that place, he said they violated the Lagos State Coroner Law of 2015 by burying the body without proper documentation and authorization from the state. So these people that the client that is, let me just put it that everybody mentioned there is indicted. That is indicted in the same crime is the one that want to prosecute other indictees. What kind of law is that? Now, the same person is now also requesting that he will prosecute the rest while he is the innocent one. Oti Lule. This petition, Oti Lule, count me.
His crime is
I have said the first one that they said that day. That they said Fiat, I said Olule. This one too, Olule. Because it shows that there is youth bias. In justice, you can't be biased. So there is a bias from Baba's lawyers. So someone that is biased, that is also croppable, based on their own parameters, based on their own parameters, that everybody that came to in that house is croppable, his friend is croppable, the wife is croppable, the driver is croppable, the mosquito, all of them, they should all be tried for criminal infraction. What about the father that ordered that they should embalm the body and also order that they should go and bury the body the following day? So if we are talking of justice, justice must be seen to be fair. And that is why I will continue to say the only set of people that can say everybody is the public. And the state is acting on behalf of the public because the public do not have any sacred cow. All of them were chastised in that thing. But according to that report, it was only Feishera. It was, a name was mentioned. No other person's name was mentioned. And the other recommendation was more or less saying that there is need to do a law in terms of sending it to House of Representatives and educating people. The importance of not burying people that died without getting medical confirmation, without getting all necessary documentation. Two, it also spoke about mental health in that recommendation. And it also says people should not try to treat themselves at home. Now, take a word from that. I won't use that word before they say I abuse people. We could find out that since Mohbad went to hospital with his episode with NDLEA, Wunmi said something, and I won't forget. When she was talking, she said Mohbad was not feeling fine, he was agitated, that she was feeding Mohbad like a liam because of his episode of all the bullying and all that. That is a grounds for mental health. It was mentioned in that recommendation that people should see to their mental health and seek the right help. I think that is something that is very, very explicit and cogent for the public to take note here. If anyone has opportunity to read that verdict, recommendation and conclusion of the inquest from, and I hold no prejudice, and this is not against my stand for asking for prejudice. The inquest did the job it was asked.
I have a very quick question. Can I ask you, please?
No, but please, just let me finish with my line of thought. I will answer your question. Now, the inquest finished what it came to it. The inquest is a court. In a court, it is the evidences you bring to the court that the court will talk about. The court will not listen to Ariwoja, noise in the market. The court will not do that because they will not be able to substantiate it. Now, the inquest, even without the record from the coroner and the Nigerian DNA, the Lagos State DNA, they came, doctor said it is inconclusive. You cannot blame the inquest for an inconclusive report. That was a garbage in, garbage out. They were the one that brought garbage to the inquest. If the result of the toxicology of the state has mentioned something that it killed Mohbad, or the one that the family went to do, and the inquest neglect it, then you can hold the inquest responsible. But without fairness, the inquest, what they brought, when you say it's not conclusive, and there is nothing they can hold to it, they can't hold to that. But the inquest was able to aggregate and blame everybody blamable. Don't also forget, let's say the way these people are talking, let inquest persecute everybody that is at fault. Every member of that family is going to jail. All of them are going to jail. So they should think twice. And when it comes to justice, anybody in the world, it is, if you go to police, even you yourself, you say you made some fault, but they will probably not prosecute because they will look at it as nominal. But they will go to the most important thing and take that to correct. What the nurse did is a big problem in Nigeria. Auxiliary nurses taking care of people, administering injection is a rampant thing. The government is fighting it. People are nurses in hospital. They will come and open one small shop and turn it to a mini hospital. Admitting people, doing intravascular admission. They do that. It's a menace in Nigeria. And if the government does not punish that lady for that, it means they are indulging it. However, don't let us also forget that in this Nigeria, the current PRO of Nigerian Police Force, who used to be the PRO of Lagos, when he was being interviewed by Daddy Freeze or Daddy Fresh, he said something. He said it's a rampant thing when people die in homes, especially on religious ground. Let me take it to the Islam people. And they said in 24 hours they must bury. They will take that body and go and bury it. It is a kind of culture which is wrong, which is against the Lagos State Corona law. And I think as a public, it is high time we begin to identify a lot of things in this experience of Mohbad. And we've been advocates for it. We're writing a bill and sending it to House of Representatives, maybe national or state, to say, pass it into law. Whether your religion says in 24 hours, in 1 hour, you must ensure you get all the necessary documents that permit you to bury someone. You must not rush to just bury someone, whether it's Okuofo or Okumalu. You must not. And this is what makes a society a better place. It is not about, I love Mohbad, I don't love Mohbad. It's about what happens. It is a menace in Nigeria. Lagos State is better. Go to other states. Go to states that you don't have eyes there. Everybody have eyes in Lagos, Ogun State, most western states. But go to many states in the south, where you not even fit get there when our water, everything our water. Who go collect, wait till be corona. You don't die now. Bury him. So for me, as much as we are fighting for justice for Mohbad, we should also begin to raise the consciousness of people that what happens to Mohbad is not new. It is a practice and it must be stopped. Don't forget, before they called this nurse that was unfortunate, Mohbad had called his own nurse. If that nurse had come, it would have been her neck in this problem. It means even the body that died too is indicted because he's doing go and call me nurse. He's also indicted. Now, it is not for me to chastise him because he's gone. But many young people are making this error. Many people are doing it. They will go to nurse by the streets. And this is what is still happening. This is what is still happening. And I beg you, my people, we are fighting for justice for Mohbad. Let also raise consciousness for this thing. I will appeal that people should seek that verdict. I think it's an 81-page verdict. If you don't like to read, no problem. Go from page 71 to page 80. Go and read it very well. And identify areas where you should open your platform and be creating consciousness for people. God will help us all. King, please ask your question. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Don't you think that the nurse is complicit in this whole thing?
The who?
The nurse.
I've already said that. The nurse is the only person in that report of inquest that the name, it was unambiguous. Feyi Shara Ogedengbe should be persecuted for professional negligence.
No, what I'm saying, my question to you is that because if they did the toxicology and the autopsy and then it came that it was only one substance found in Mohbad's body, right? Which,
no. King, you have not read it. Go and read it. Go and read the toxicology report, the one the Lagos State did. I don't know the one the family did because that one is shrouded in secrecy. We don't even know the head or tail of that one. But the one the government did, they saw 3 substances from NMS. And that report also advised that they should do further investigation. Did the state do it? That is where we can hold the state responsible. That they did not do everything possible to find any substance because it was recommended in that toxicology report that was done in MMS in Pennsylvania, United States. Now, those are record. Me, I'm dealing with record. I'm not dealing with fallacy or imagination. That is the record. You can use it to own on to someone. The one the family went to do, I don't know. Pabolo Jossy, Oluleni. It's not different from what the government did. So I'll go with the government. But I have read the one of the government. And I think even Rattel brought it out then, and she was reading it for people to listen to. So we were able to see. And I think because it was in America, the name they use for those substances was different from the name we use in Nigeria. But the name we use in Nigeria, these are the 3 substances that were found in his body. Paracetamol, which is meant for pain relief. They find nicotine, and they find Valium, or a drug that will make you to relax or to sleep. Those are the 3 drugs that was found in him. And the percentage are extremely minimal, nanomillimeter or something. Extremely, you cannot even kill a chicken. A cockroach. They're extremely minimal, and they will have considered the end of life of that. I think laboratory people can. I'm only talking generally by the rule. Okay. Laboratory people can explain that. But that was what they found.
Minimal, if they can't kill a chicken, then I think that's what I was saying, right? If the nurse has a better lawyer, a very good lawyer, do you agree with me? She can go scot-free.
No, see. Let me tell you the truth. You see, this inquest, whether we like it or not, based on what they've done, if they ask me to rate them based on what is presented, they perfect excellence. And I think people don't like it, but Sanchitu saw it and he commended it. I have read a lot of reports of inquest in Nigeria. It is not as detailed as that, based on what you see, court is what you present to court that they can talk on, not on what people are saying. Number 1. Now, what the inquest did is this. Whether we like it or not, Feishera is an health worker. Yes, she is not certified yet, but it was established that she's still in training. Now, the punishment they gave to her, if you read that verdict, it said that they did not, that from all evidence brought to them from police, from testimony, from the autopsy and all that, it shows that Mohbad's death was not homicide, and there was no intentional death based on evidences, which means someone did not intentionally kill him based on what they found, though, not what other informations that are there. If there are new evidence, people should bring it out. So I leave that. But based on what was in front of the inquest, so they rule out homicide. In that report, they rule out there is an intentionality. Maybe the nurse deliberately injected him with substances that were wrong. But they went ahead and said he reacted to medication. Those medications were not wrong for him. But when you are giving such medication and the process of administration of those medications, it is supposed to be under a controlled atmosphere and under supervision. In other words, if that thing was done in an hospital and Mohbad reacted, hospital will react and they will stabilize him. But he was reacting, they are now running everywhere, looking for drugs. You cannot help the guy again. So that is the fault of that medical person, because she is still in training. She should not be doing it as a certified person. So she was not supervised. she didn't do it under a controlled environment. Therefore, she was indicted, and the inquest said she should be criminally prosecuted. Now, if they go into the law, which me, I'm not going to mention, I don't want them to say aristocrat is in a group, he knows the years they will give the nurse. If they go into the books of the law under Lagos State, they will see the required punishment for such indictment that they use for medical people. Don't forget, anyone that is in a medical line, there are certain things that indemnifies them, that protects them. Number one, if someone comes to you to hospital, you must ask question. A woman that is up to pregnancy age, you must first ask them, are you pregnant? Do you know if you are pregnant or not? Because the drugs you might give the person might cause something. If the person says no, you have been indemnified. You are not at risk. You ask the person, do you have any allergy? So that you know the basic allergy to the drug you are administering. If the person says, none that I know of, you are a bit clear. But if the person tells you, I'm pregnant, so I have this, and you went ahead to administer, you don't cause trouble. You are putting yourself in trouble. So people in the medical line, I'm not a medical person, but I know this as a general rule of thumb. They know how they are guided. It is either written or verbal. It's like a woman that wants to do CS. They will tell her, Madam, we want to do CS for you. They will ask for the husband. Madam, we want to do CS for your wife. She not free born naturally. You need to approve it. If you don't, and if you say, I am Jehovah Witness, and I cannot, they will not touch you. Because if they do, and something happen, now them go carry wahala. And everybody is guided. So let's look at Mohbad's case. Mohbad refused to go to hospital. It was established. Mohbad, as at the time the nurse came, he was yet to be incapacitated.
Aristocrat, when you keep on quoting, aristocrat, hold on. When you keep on quoting what these people said in the house, it gets me really upset.
Wait.
Please.
Susie. Like I said, no, you can't stop me from quoting what I'm quoting. Like I said, I am working with public record.
You can't be quoting them because we are not there.
Susie, I am quoting from public record.
Is talking based on the evidence available to all.
I am talking on public record. I am not
because she said
it is public record.
Mohbad have a headache, he go to the hospital. I have that video.
See, Susie, I am quoting for what these people said. Whatever thing anybody is saying, it is not a public record. I am not liable. I have a source, and the source is for everybody to see. The source is what was testified in CTC by those who did the witness. It is what was given to the police, is a public record, and it is the verdict recommendation from the coroner. Every other thing, Susie, if I begin to quote those things and I'm not there, I am liable. I cannot be sued. I might be sued. So just leave me to stick to what is in public record. Any other person can say whatever you want to say. But for me, I like to stick to public record. It's public record. I am not manufacturing it. It is what is there. You understand what I'm saying?
The same public record that you are talking about, right? The same public record that you're talking about. Wunmi went on national television and said, even if Mohbad's head have a headache, he goes to the hospital.
Thank you very much.
On CT, on TVC.
And the same people. Don't forget. Host. You remember there was a time when the wife said, even Mohbad want to lap Pio.
Correct, exactly. Correct.
You remember?
Exactly. Yeah.
So these are public record for me. Now, we can always juxtapose those things and use it. But as far as I'm concerned, I stay with those because I'm a public commentator. I was not part of the people there. But there is something I'll continue to say. If anyone in this case have a superior evidence that can swerve this whole case, like in the suspicion of what happened on Monday, activities on Monday seems to be elusive in this whole explanation. That is a route to push for. But I am specifically directing my analysis and commentary on the petition that the host read. So if the father, through his lawyers, is picking every other person as someone that the Attorney General should go and prosecute, as if forgotten that himself is also he falls under that category. So they should prosecute him too. They should. Because he was part of the people that carried the body to go and bury it. Everybody around him made error. And if we truly want to say, let's go straight and invoke all necessary laws according to Lagos State Criminal Justice, according to the Constitution of Nigeria, according to everything, Corona law, nobody will be spared. So all of them need to understand this. And we should also read to understand. Me, I don't have issues with including people's name. They said including Prime Boy. That is what you read, including. On what basis? If Prime Boy, my advice to him, don't go to public to be doing outburst. You probably spoiling your case. You had lawyers that help you to sue the police, sue the DPP before your name was removed. Go and meet your lawyer, let them advise you, and you wait for the Attorney General to respond to that petition. It's a petition. Nobody, is like a request. It is not an indictment. It's a petition. Petition can be accepted or it can be rejected. So it is still dependent on the Attorney General of Lagos State. So that is the prayer they are seeking. His name is there, fine. And this petition is different from the judgment of the magistrate that the magistrate gave in favor of Wumi against 5 others that was announced on Friday. There are two different things. That was a judgment. This one is a plead, a prayer. So, Prime Boy, I've heard early today, is getting angry. He should not be doing that. You need to learn. In this case, yes, he was in detention for 4 months. Yes, his name was on wanted list. But at the same time, he should learn, make him to be well sound, wise in his public utterances, and ensure that his lawyers speak for him, and leave the rest for the law to judge. Thank you very much, host.
God bless you so much, Aristotle. Aristo crazy. God bless you, Baba. Oh, okay. King of the South, in your own honest opinion, what did you see? No, I just wanted to test you on something now. What did you see, or what can you say about the petition from Sanshi to yourself? You were saying something at that time, but I don't just want to interject you. So I want you to conclude your submission.
You mean from what you read, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I see that he doesn't know what he's doing as a lawyer. I see that he doesn't know what he's doing because he couldn't even defend his own client, right? But right, if someone, let's just say, because every lawyer, it is your duty to protect your client, whether they are wrong or they are right, in the public eyes. Whether the person is wrong or right, it is your duty to protect the person, the person integrity and status. But he couldn't even do that from day one. He couldn't do that, and the fact that is bringing back Naira Marley and Sam Larry into the case. I think that he doesn't know what he's doing. I think that he what I see is like he wants to keep forcing this thing till the whole thing is tied to the point that they will just look at this case like a nonsense case and say, hey, let's show this case out. That's what I'm seeing. Because these same people that you try to call, they vindicate those people, and they even told you that these people were clear. So you went back you went back again, and they told you that no, there's nothing they can do about it, that these people were not in the house and they had nothing to do with the buying of Mohbad. You're still going back there with the same petition, but adding other people, the main characters that you are supposed to add, you are not even adding there. You only add Wumi. And I say all the things that you read, I never heard about the 15 people in the house. Did you read something about the 15 people in the house?
I only read others.
And others. Okay. The others' name should have been mentioned. The others' names should have been mentioned, and they didn't mention none of them. They did those people's names. So the others can be Naramali, Sam Larry, and Prime Boy. You understand? So at the end of the day, I think that this lawyer, he just want to keep pushing one narrative. Like, okay, he's putting it on the nurse now. Okay, he's saying that the nurse should be prosecuted. If the nurse is supposed to be prosecuted, then why? Then the case should be closed. If the nurse is taking the fall for the buying of Mohbad, then I think that this case is supposed to be closed. Wumi is supposed to go scot-free. People in the house are supposed to go scot-free. And let's forget about this case. And you can now sue Naramali and Sam Larry for the bullying aspect. You know, understand? And maybe he can go to jail for burying Mohbad. He can go to jail for burying Mohbad in a hurry. Wumi can go to jail for neglecting her husband and waiting for a nurse to come from Cotonou or Benin to come and treat her husband after 2 days. Because the stuff happened on Sunday. So Monday, Tuesday. So that's 2 days. So the both of them should go to jail for that. Both of them should go to jail for that, and the people in the house should be set scot-free.
Very much.
So, right?
Right. You're right. You're right now. All of them are culpable in their action.
Yeah. So all of them.
So now
and
imagine someone.
Mama Mohbad also should be going to jail for any abetting.
Because Mama Mohbad too
Adura
said she know who killed the son.
Yeah, Adura also. Adura also should learn in prison. I mean, all of them should learn in prison for what they have done. So their roles they play in this whole case. Everybody should go to jail for it.
Now,
so that's
what this out. Now look at the case. That what the petition is saying is right too. What the petition is saying is right. And this is what I would say is right from law. It's saying that the inquest have concluded whether they do, and they've come out with recommendation to the DPP. And I think that thing came out in July. We are now in October. August, September, October. Close to 3 months. Nobody has been taken to court on this matter. The recommendation of the inquest is yet to be assented to by the DPP, which means it is right for them to say, Mr. DPP or Mr. Attorney General, Shebi, in your own inquest, they've given you recommendation. Oh, yeah, go and prosecute. It is right for them to say it. But we must read which is right. Now, we should then go back into that verdict and look at what they recommended. How many people were recommended to be persecuted for criminal persecution in that? Now, what they have done is they picked the one those people recommended because they put the name there. And also now went further by saying every other person should be persecuted. Then the question will be, for example, people in the house. Which law will they, or which infraction did everybody in the house, including the driver, including Prime Boy, including the mosquito, everything, they should have stated the law they violated for prosecution, so that maybe the DPP does not know how to read the recommendation well, so that they will be very, very clear and say, now your inquest recommend that these people bury these people, this thing, and it violated the Corona law of Lagos State of 2017. And if you go into that law, the punishment is there. The punishment is there. It's a felony. The punishment is 2 years and above period in prison. It's there. So why didn't they quote it? We will now say, who are those who went to bury Mohbad? Number one, who ordered them to be buried? Who ordered for embalmment? Who embalmed? Even if Imam come to help them, they should arrest that Imam. Everybody must collect, because that is what that petition is saying. So if they are staying in that higher ground, higher moral ground, then Baba Mohbad, hey, because you are standing on an higher ground. What is the involvement of the father of the disease in the embalmment and in the burial? If it is the public that is saying this, public has the right to say it, because public is not there. Public is just saying, now you do the law, invoke the law. But you, where you they try shield your client, you can't say, now you won't prosecute those people. Now, no be juju be that. No be juju be that. They never remember that they do that. We go see now, because if the DPP tomorrow rejects their petition, people will come out and be shouting, it's government that is suppressing it. Make we always look at things very well. As far as I'm concerned, I'm in the position of the law. Whatever the law says, invoke the law. Irrespective of whose horse is gone. It doesn't matter. If it is Baba Mohbad, make it go for it. If it is Egbo Mohbad, go for it. Iyawo Mohbad, Ore Mohbad, Cockroach Mohbad, that is found guilty. And I think that is the best way to resolve this issue. By saying you don't have a sacred cow. You don't have anybody you are protecting. But anybody that is free by the system, and we all see the transparency, we should allow it to be. Not by force saying someone must go down. But we then hold the system responsible and say, let us see what you are doing. Have you done for forensic? Have you done this? Have you done this? Have you done that? Yes, we have done it. Make we see the reports. Make we see them. Make we see them. Have you checked their lines? Have you done this? This person said this. What happened here? Oh, this. After they've done all that, and all of us can see it. If they now say this is what happened, then we say, oh, okay, we accept. But as long as there is hanky-panky, nobody will trust. Not be even in this Nigeria, you go trust anything. You don't go trust anybody. But it's okay, Sha. Everybody has right. But I for one, for me, this is my opinion, no. Because I just want to stick with public record, what I can read, what they said it is. Where government have heard, I've said it several times. So for me, for where I stand, the inquest is null and void. Police investigation, they should restart everything very well. Restart it. The person that invited Mohbad for that concert should be questioned. How will even someone have an altercation with a Mohbad at an event, and he has a lot of fans? None of the fans was an eyewitness. None of the fans was an eyewitness. In this Gen Z world, where people always easily record everything, instead of to help someone in trouble, they will be videoing you. And nobody recorded Mohbad had an altercation with someone. That did not happen. We are now relying on different accounts of Mogbomoya. We want to throw the child into... No, it's not working. And a lot of things is not just there, disjointed. And for me, as a public, I just want transparency. Be fair to everybody. Let the whole world begin to trust the Nigerian system, and it will get better. It cannot be better now, but let's see that effort, that the right thing was done. The right thing was done. If the right thing is done, we will not fight it now. We won't fight it. But if you are not doing the right thing, we continue to fight it. We might not be able to change the tides currently, but we will continue to advocate and talk. That will help all of us. Thank you very much, sir.
Aristotle, God bless you so much. Susie, are you there, Mama? Susiano, are you there? Princess, are you there? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm here. I don't have anything to say. Aristo has said it all. The government should wake up and do the right thing, because if we are going to blame anybody on this case, it's the government, which is the state, you know. Not the inquest. Is what the inquest have to work with. But did the government that has this case, do they do the right thing? No. Are they biased? Yes, they were biased. Are they protecting somebody? Yes, they are protecting somebody. So for me, they should do the right thing, like Aristo said. You know, so that's it for me. That's it for me.
Anyway, right, that's true. You're right. Princess, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Princess.
Well,
right.
well, for me, likewise what Aristotle said, they need to start from the beginning, because they need to start the investigation. Everybody that they needs to investigate, they need to even start from that Sunday, because there is a lot of people, they are not going to tell me that no fan that was there to take a picture, video, if there is a fight that happened that Sunday. That's surprising, because I'm just still thinking about it when Aristotle said it right now. He said it's a surprise thing. So they needs to do more investigation. They needs to let us know what is really going on. And everybody in the house, they said, okay, there is 100 people in the house, there is this in the house. They keep on mentioning it. But for one day, we've never had that, okay, they said, oh, they already petitioned it, they already sued this, they already did this. So if we keep on just talking here and doing, we understand the police are here, they said government, so they are listening, but I'm telling you, and back to Prime Boy, we understand he had a lawyer, and there is a limit of things he too can say outside here. He can't say a lot because he had a lawyer, and the lawyer may give him an instruction that, okay, these are what you can say outside, these are what you can say outside. Because he too, he can't say that everything he came outside to say, that's all he knew. He knew a lot. He too, he knew that there's some things that he too is still keeping. So for me, government needs to do a lot of things, because they've not done nothing yet. So everything Aristotle said is right. Is right. So that's my own submission too.
All right. Thank you everybody for today. I think Ikpadewa Ola. Thank you so much. See you all tomorrow. Aristo crazy. Aristo too. Thank you, Baba. Arike Ferragamo, thank you. Susie Empire. Thank you, Princess, King of the South, and everybody who has been here before. Andy, everybody, thank you so much. God bless. So we'll see you all tomorrow. Thank you. Yeah, I'm coming. I'll see you all tomorrow. God bless.